Hi everybody, this is the amp I'm using for my lessons. I just thought I'd show because a few people have asked me what I use. Small amp, see how big it is compared to my handy Yamaha thr10. It's not a tube amp, despite the lighting in there. That's just for effect, but it's relatively expensive for such a small amp. It's a 10 watt amp. It's got 3.25 inch speakers in there, I think. 10 watts though, and it isn't half loud. It fills my lounge massively, and I've got an alright sized lounge. Forgive the mess, we're decorating upstairs, but it really feels it, considering I've got a huge hi-fi system there. It does a great job. So if I just wanted to show you guys, if you're in the market for a small amp, this is definitely the one to get. I went into a shop to get a new amp. I had a Fender Mustang 1 as a beginner amp, progressed up and wanted to do a better amp, was looking at tube amps, was looking at Fender Blues Juniors, etc. Tell me about it, there's so many, isn't there? But I said to the guy in the shop, can I have let's listen to this. I've seen it about, it looks like a toaster, but is it any good? And he just goes, his reply was, oh my word mate, you just wait till you hear it. And he wasn't a Yamaha sales rep, they had loads of other amps in there. But he played it, and I was just blown away by it, absolutely blown away. So I'd recommend listening to a few of the demos on the internet, because I'm not the greatest reviewer, or I'm not the greatest guitar player, as you know. I don't claim to be, but it's just brilliant. So it's great for those not full tones though, for a Fender Strat. So for example, just want to show you, so it's got the clean settings, clean crunch lead, Brit high, modern, bass, acoustic and flat. Flat is good for keyboards or anything else you want to play for it, but you can play guitar for it. Play the guitar through any one of these. Tap tempo, tuner built on, that lovely vintage on-off switch. Runs off batteries as well, all your tones and effects. The effects are brilliant because it uses Yamaha's high-end technology, which is used in a lot of studio work actually, and they put it into this amp. It's about 250 quid. Don't know what that is in US dollars, but don't know, $300-400. But it's just a really good amp, solid amp, really reliable. But yeah, the reason why it's great is, well, apart from having the amazing effects which they use in their studio stuff, I'm being deadly serious here, most because I'm massively into music, as you can see from my hi-fi stuff. I'm 25 and I've got a record player, crying out loud. I mean, that's, that says something. And then the speakers, bit of a geek when it comes to music. But yeah, a lot of Yamaha, a lot of effects in songs, pop songs, rock songs, studio songs. A lot of them use Yamaha effects. They're high-end effects which are built into this. And it's the exact same effect, so the reverb just sounds superb. So if I try and balance my phone a little bit and just... So listen to this hall reverb, for example. It's got a hall reverb setting. Everything's from pretty much neutral. It's just beautiful. You probably, I'm only filming for an iPhone, so you probably can't hear it. Turn it up even more, and it just gets really... Spring reverb's great for your dire straight stuff, which is what we love. What you guys do anyway. Turn a bit more. Jazz as well, really good. That was all on the neck pickup, by the way. it just sounds brilliant. It really does. And the great thing about it is if you then turn the gain and master up, unlike other amps. So let's go 12:15. Now listen to the breakup in the amp, exactly like a tube amp. Great effects though. I'm going to turn the overall volume down a little bit. So now it's going to dirty it up a little bit. See, it's so dirty now, the same sort of tune. Just on the same amp model. It's just brilliant. It does the same on all the settings, be it lead, clean, whatever. So on lead, for example, we'll be getting more and more gain as we go up through the amp models. If I turn the volume control down on my guitar, it will clean up even on a lead setting. And I can even flick it up to the first position of the, and then play some to the neck pickup, and then play some jazz chords on that lead setting, just like turning down a Fender Blues Junior, like turning down anything with a higher end gain. Just by turning down the volume a little bit, it just sounds really good, and that's on the lead setting. And as I say, we can crank them right up, and we can crank my guitar volume back up, and all of a sudden the sound will just change significantly back to a lead setting. So it's just brilliant. It really is good. So there's just so much versatility in it. You've got your USB as well, so you can turn up and down the USB volume when you put in your, your phone plugged in. Guitar overall volume, which doesn't affect the master and gain. They're already sensitive. The effects are brilliant. I'm not one for much effects. I just use the spring reverb. Yeah, master and gain just phenomenal. How it just changes. You can save 5 thanks of your favourite settings. So at the moment I'm doing Once Upon a Time in the West, so let's say there's number 1, and all of a sudden we'll get that lovely. That's what I'm using for Once Upon a Time in the West. The range of tones are phenomenal, and if you're a heavy metal player, then they do a metal one as well, but there's loads of high gain settings which they ask me to play. And the acoustic sounds really nice as well. I'll quickly show you. I'm only showing you because I just think people asking me all the time. So we'll spin along to the acoustic setting, flatten out the put some reverb, flatten out the tone controls, master and gain 12 o'clock, and then just listen to the. Let's get it on to. There we go. Listen to this. I'll try and step away. just, you know, it's not even a dedicated acoustic amp. So yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, I recommend it. Yamaha thr10, that's what I'm using, and I have fallen in love with it. Watch the Andertons review. The guys down in Surrey, the Yamaha tech guy comes in, I think his name's Julian, and he does a fantastic review. And as I say, I went in and I just thought, yeah, whatever, I'll get a Fender amp, and I came out with this. And it's portable, it looks nice, it just looks cool, even the fiance likes it. It's retro, but it looks cool, and it just performs like a superb tube amp without the worry of tubes and stuff like that. Because I hate it when you know, solid state amps try to be tube amps. They're just not. But the Yamaha have done something special here. They really have. So yeah, hope that helps some of my subscribers. At least you know what I'm using now. Cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye.